Anyway, back to the escape. We drew numbers from a hat, and the lowest numbers went first.
Right.
After they'd chosen the ones that they particularly knew might stand a very good chance,
right,
knowing a lot of German and that sort of thing,
right,
and who had done most in the tunnel work.
Did you know Van der Stok?
Oh, I remember him, very tall chap, yes. He was a Dutchman, a very nice man.
Yes.
Anyway, so we went to 120.
Were you actually in the hut waiting whilst...
Yeah, both of us went to 120 with all the others in a huddle. And,
it was thick with smoke, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And he and I were dressed as Belgian workers.
Could you speak French?
I could speak a fair bit of French, but certainly very little German. And he went ahead because he had the lower number than I did.
But you weren't actually
and what he was going to do was to wait in the woods for me. Yeah.
Did you know by that time that you were short of the woods?
Yeah, I did indeed.
The message came over.
Yeah, it did indeed, but still get out, and there was a few hold-ups and the lights went out and that sort of thing. And then started to go.
Was that when the air raid was on?
That's right, yes,
right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
anyway, here, it was discovered, about 10 men before me, the whole thing collapsed then, the Germans came in, the dogs came in, and all hell broke loose, whistles were blown and guns were fired and that sort of thing. And
were you dressed in a uniform?
Yes, that's right, but got rid of most of the rubbish I had, in the way of maps and so on. Then they told us to undress, and this was January, for God's sake. No, March.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right, outside. Then we were in our underwear, and we were having there for a long time while they decided to get the machine guns out and pointing at us and that sort of nonsense.
That was everybody in the hut, was it?
Everybody in the hut and taking our number and name and that sort of thing. Meanwhile, my friend Edgar decided, of course, saw what was happening and ran off, but he met somebody else, and the two then decided to go together.
Oh, he was outside?
He was outside, hard-ass Smith, as it was called, across the country. But they were both picked up, and it was decided by Hitler and God Almighty that he was one who was going to be shot.
Where was he picked up?
I can't remember quite.